The Lord answered Job, "Will the one who contends with the Almighty correct him? Let him who argues with God give an answer." Then Job answered the Lord, "I am so insignificant. How can I answer you? I place my hand over my mouth. I have spoken once, and I will not reply. Twice, but now I can add nothing." Then the Lord answered Job from the whirlwind, "Get ready to answer me like a man. When I question you, you will inform me. Would you really challenge my justice? Would you declare me guilty to justify yourself? Do you have an arm like God's? Can you thunder with a voice like his?" Then Job replied to the Lord, "I know that you can do anything, and no plan of yours can be thwarted. You asked, 'Who is this who conceals my counsel with ignorance?' Surely I spoke about things I did not understand, things too wonderful for me to know. You said, 'Listen now, and I will speak. When I question you, you will inform me.' I had heard rumors about you, but now my eyes have seen you. Therefore I take back my words and repent in dust and ashes." After the Lord had finished speaking to Job, he said to Eliphaz the Temanite, "I am angry with you and your two friends, for you have not spoken the truth about me as my servant Job has. Now take 7 bulls and 7 rams. Go to my servant Job and offer a burnt offering for yourselves. Then my servant Job will pray for you. I will surely accept his prayer and not deal with you as your folly deserves. For you have not spoken the truth about me as my servant Job has." Then Eliphaz the Temanite, Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite went and did as the Lord had told them, and the Lord accepted Job's prayer. After Job had prayed for his friends, the Lord restored his prosperity and doubled his previous possessions. All his brothers, sisters, and former acquaintances came to his house and dined with him in his house. They sympathized with him and comforted him concerning all the adversity the Lord had brought on him. Each one gave him a kethesh and a gold earring. So the Lord blessed the last part of Job's life more than the first. He owned 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 female donkeys. He also had 7 sons and 3 daughters. He named his first daughter Jemimiah, the second Keziah, and the third Karen Hapasha. No women as beautiful as Job's daughters could be found in all the land, and their father granted them an inheritance with their brothers. Job lived 140 years after this, and saw his children and their children to the 4th generation. Then Job died old and full of days. Job was a wealthy man, blameless and upright, always careful to avoid doing evil. This story starts in heaven, where Satan appears before God. God boasts to Satan about Job's goodness, and Satan argues that Job is only good because God has blessed him abundantly. Satan then challenges that Job would curse God if he's permitted to test him. God allows Satan to torment Job to test this bold claim, but he forbids Satan to take Job's life in the process. Why would God allow good people to suffer? It's asked all the time. I know that seems hard to understand, but the Bible teaches us that God's thoughts and ways are not like ours, and that He knows what's best for us. Life consists of ups and downs, and highs and lows, or what some people call the process. Now, when God allows the process, or Satan, to test us, and we pass the test, God gets the glory, and in return, He blesses our lives richly. Here's the truth. God wasn't concerned about the suffering Job was experiencing. After all, He allowed it. It was about Job's response. How we respond to the trials reveals the true intent of our hearts. Job teaches us the difficulty of this lesson, as well as the importance of it. We could reject the God who allows suffering, most people do, or we could trust the God of the universe who remains in control over all evil and all suffering. Here's the reality. Suffering doesn't make sense, and faith during suffering makes even less sense. But placing your life in the hands of a loving God who can take care of you is the only reasonable response a person can ever take. It's called a sacrifice of praise. This act of worship, yet difficult, it always brings us closer to a faithful and merciful God, but only if we choose it. The sufferings and disappointments of life will eventually find you. It's inevitable. Will we humble ourselves before an all-powerful God and trust Him during times of suffering? Will we remain faithful to God?